Hello, friends. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and post the shopping link right here in the comments. So this is where you can find all of the makeup and the skincare and the tools and all of the products that we're going to be sharing about. So make sure that you are shopping there when you are grabbing your products, which is, again, RheaHopeBeauty.com. We're just going to wait for a few minutes for everyone to get here, and then we'll get started. So I had put up a poll, like a little quiz-ish type thing on my Instagram and my Facebook to see what makeup look you guys want to see. And so I counted and tallied all the votes. So we are going to do a makeup look designed by you guys. So it was resounding, whatever. You get what the winner was the BB Flawless. Like, by a lot, on my Instagram. Liquid Touch was the winner on Facebook. However, the votes were way more. It was like 300 compared to 27 on Facebook. So, BB Flawless was the winner of the foundation we're going to be using. The eye look that we're going to be doing is a darker look using Ornate, which was the kind of bronzier look. So that one with some like orange red undertones underneath was the winner for that one. Like on both platforms, you guys really wanted to see that. So we're going to do that look. And then for the lip look was the soft nude. So I'm going to show you how to achieve that. So those were all the winners. I'm so glad everything kind of went hand in hand. I was terrified you guys were going to pick like the hot pink lip and the bronzed eye and just everything would look funny. So I'm really glad you guys helped me out and picked a look that will look good. So we will go ahead and get started. After my makeup tutorial, I'll go ahead and hop back on to style my hair. So make sure to vote in the comments if you want to see me kind of straighten and style my hair, or if you want to see a curled hair tutorial. So just comment in the comments straight or curly, and I'll do what you say. So make sure to do that down in the comments. All right, so for our face, few things before you put on any makeup that's super duper important to make sure that you're doing before you put on any makeup. First thing is that you spray your face down with the Touch Behold setting spray. Spraying your skin down with setting spray before you put on any makeup is just prepping and priming your skin for whatever you're about to put on. And then I put on about a pea-sized amount of the mattifying face primer. You pull the cap off, has a little pump there, pump about a pea-sized amount, dot it around your face, massage it, and put it on your lips, work it under your eyes, on your eyes, everywhere. And then you're going to let this sit for about 3 to 5 minutes on your skin. After you've let it sit for a few minutes, you're allowing that time for it to really submerge into your skin. So when you put on your foundation, it has like a very solid surface to sit on top of. So it just like as if you were painting a wall, you prime the wall first so you don't see all the cracks, right? Same thing goes for your primer for your face. So you setting spray, primer, and then you do your setting spray one more time, and this is going to set your primer. So setting spray, primer, setting spray. Those three, very important. I also did want to mention that tomorrow at 11:30 Pacific Standard Time, maybe like 11:45-ish, actually, I will be doing my mom's makeup live for you guys here, same page. So if you haven't yet, make sure you turn on the live notifications up here, top right-hand corner, and that you also head to my page, Rhea Hope, like and comment on a few things. That way it'll just basically tell Facebook, like, hey, I want to see this girl's content. Facebook has a tendency to just hide things, like I won't be showing up on your profile randomly. So make sure that you engage with my page. That way I show up more. So tomorrow around 11:45 Pacific Standard Time, I'll be doing her makeup. I haven't decided what makeup look I'm going to do on her yet, so stay tuned for that. Using the green shadow. Oh goodness, I actually was looking at that eye color yesterday. I was like, wow, that's really green. I will do that maybe for St. Patrick's Day, okay? To appease you. Would love to see a demo of the La Volume. Oh yeah, I love the La Volume. I actually have a few tutorials on that saved on my YouTube channel. What is the strength drops you do to use, and how many times a day do you take it? It just depends on what you're taking them for, is the main thing. But for me, I take the 1,000 milligram, and I only take them before bed to help me relax and help me sleep faster, sounder, deeper. They're incredible for that. Ryan takes them for back pain, and so he takes them like, I don't know, 4 times a day, and he takes 1,000 as well. But if you guys want my thing for a cordless dryer, I don't know of any cordless dryers, but stay tuned on that. What was I going to say? Oh, my CBD link. Give it to you guys. There it is. Does the volume work on naturally curly hair? Heck yeah, it does. It's basically a hair dryer that gives you volume and it works faster. For thick hair, you'll want the Larev. The Larev is the bomb when it comes to curling. I think today I'm going to use the La Ceramique. I've been really liking this one. So I'm going to do my tutorial. I see curled way more than I saw straight. So we're going to curl our hair with the flat iron after this. Do you think it will help with anxiety? Oh my goodness, yes, absolutely. Take us on vacation, do a sun touch bronze look. Ooh, yes, girl. Speak that into existence, Sherry. I really fine oily hair. Would you recommend dry shampoo? Heck yeah, Lisa. Lisa, I'll message you my hair regimen for you. I actually have a whole regimen you should be on. Awesome. How much upness would you recommend a 15-year-old? I would probably do the 750 milligram to start her off with. And I would probably do the berry flavor. Yes, it really does help with pain and anxiety. Absolutely. What to use for a lot of hair but fine with no volume? Oh my gosh, you guys have so much hair questions. Save your hair questions. I'm going to do a hair tutorial after this. But I'll message you, Denise, since you already asked. Everyone's hair questions, next tutorial. Right now we're going to do our makeup. So I'm going to go in with the BB Floss in the shade Bisque. And I kind of go hog wild with this because it is a super minimal coverage, which a lot of you guys love. I was actually reading your guys' response, like your guys' votes. And I was like, it's almost like they want a mask makeup, like where you have to wear a mask, because this is going to be minimal coverage. So it's less likely to transfer and it's less likely to smudge and smear and all that, because it's more of a tinted moisturizer. So with the BB Flawless, what's really cool is you put it on with your hands and you can put it on with your blending bud, your brush, how literally ever you want to put this on. I like putting it on first with my hands, just gets it on there faster, easier. So the BB Flawless is really, really cool because one, it has a natural SPF in it. Two, it is a tinted moisturizer, so it's also hydrating your face. So if you have really dry skin, this is a really great product to either use before you put on any makeup or as makeup. So we're gonna be putting, aw, you're so sweet, thanks, Anne. You're gonna be putting this all over your skin so you can layer it up, which I'm gonna do so I can show you how to kind of apply it multiple ways. So that was with your hands, and as you see, it just takes away the edge, you know what I mean? Takes away the redness out of your skin, just simply gives you a very like even complexion, which is complexion enhancer. Get the name? So it's very, very just like soft on your skin. So if you struggle with a lot of redness or rosacea or psoriasis or any other skin redness disorder, this will be very, very helpful to you. However, you see my skin still, like you can see my blemishes, you can see my discoloration, so it's not going to give you coverage to hide things, but simply just to enhance your skin. So you can use this under any foundation. You can put it on underneath the stick, the spray, you can mix it in with your liquid, you can use it with the pressed powder, literally endless opportunities with this guy. This is my favorite makeup for actually going on vacation or going to the pool, just because it has that natural SPF in it, so that's going to be really protecting and hydrating for my skin. And it's not so much coverage that you walk up to the pool and people are like, whoa, glamour queen. So you still look put together, look beautiful without looking like you have a bunch of coverage on. So this, again, is called the BB Flawless Complexion Enhancer in the shade Bisque. And I highly recommend to grab it through the March bundle, which will save you 30%, you guys. Claire using the shade Bisque. Is this better makeup for wearing mask? What do you think? So I only said for a mask because it's minimal coverage, because you don't see that area. As far as like smudge proof because you're wearing a mask, no. Like I would still make sure to set it really well, especially with the brand new transfer resistant pressed powder. That is what I would recommend if you're wearing a mask all day, is you grab the new pressed powder, which also has a natural SPF in it, which also is super, super hydrating, has shea butter and vitamin E and other incredible ingredients in it that are anti-aging. So highly recommend to do that. All right, so now that I have my BB Floss worked in, I did it with my blending bud just to enhance it a little bit and make it a little bit more fuller coverage. It's a sweatshirt and I'm like sweating. It's so hot in here. I'm gonna open my window, hold on. Okay. The ring light gives off heat too, so I'm just like so hot. Okay. Menopause, anyone? Just kidding. I'm too young for menopause, but hopefully. So BB Flawless on all over, shade Bisque, and now I'm gonna go in with my Skin Solution Concealer in the shade Organza to enhance it a little bit more, and then also just to provide some really good coverage. So I'm gonna go in with this and apply this wherever I need it, basically. So yesterday in my tutorial, we talked a lot about how the different ways to apply concealer. So we talked about if you have more heavy set, darker under eyes, you're gonna wanna do the V shape. If you have not so heavy set under eyes, very minimal dark circles, you'll do a swoop. And then if you have mature skin, you struggle with concealer, always accentuating your fine lines, wrinkles, dryness, any of the sort of issue, you will do one little dot here, one little dot on the outskirts, and then blend in. So lots of different ways to apply the concealer depending on what you need it for. So make sure to catch yesterday's tutorial on the replay to check that out on all the tips and tricks for concealer. So now I'm using the damp blending bud, the smaller one, to blend this all in. Highly recommend to make sure you get the blending buds from Unique. They are incredible. They're made from a different material than like your everyday beauty blender. They really do so much for getting your makeup to look super soft and super full coverage. So we're gonna just blend this in all over on our under eye. And now my blending bud is damp, which is going to be a really important factor in this part. So this is going to really kind of help to blend that out. If my stick foundation, oops, missed your comment. If my stick foundation is satin, what color would I be in the BB? Honey, for you, my honey. What's the difference between the new powder and the other powder? The new powder is transfer resistant, comes with shea butter, has anti-aging properties, is more hydrating. It's completely different. Same colors, completely different formula. I don't have any plans to cut my hair. No, not yet. But stay tuned. Thank you. Yesterday in the concealer. Yay, awesome. I'm so glad that helped you. Sexy with fine lines and wrinkles under the eyes. So yes, I recommend concealer for everybody. This concealer especially has caffeine infused in it, so it gives you like an instant eye lift and decreases puffiness. So I swear by this concealer. It's amazing. And it's also on sale in the March bundle. So you so far can get everything I've used in the March bundle, which again was the BB Floss, stick foundation, oops, almost pushed that over, mattifying face primer, setting spray. Literally every single thing that I have on my face right now, you can get on sale in the March bundle. Now, if you need to be color matched, if you're not sure what color you are in the BB Flawless, comment color match BB. If you need a color match to just know what colors you are or what makeup to use, if you're not sure the BB Flawless is the best option for you, just comment color match and I will private message you. I haven't used a new pressed powder yet. It is on its way. I'm hoping it'll be here Monday because I did 2-day shipping. Okay, so now I'm going to use my Touch Behold Translucent Setting Powder to set my makeup. So this right here is what we're using, and this is going to also come in the March bundle. And it usually comes with a little mesh plate, but I popped mine off. So I'm going to take a dry blending bud, and I'm just going to apply this wherever I get really oily, wherever I find that creases a lot. So this is going to firm up the area, so it's going to decrease the appearance of pores. It's also going to prevent creasing and your makeup from moving around. So if you find that your makeup looks like it comes off throughout the day, if you find that your makeup transfers really bad, make sure that you are using a setting powder. Will really, really help. We have 2 different setting powders. We have one, the Touch Behold setting powder, which is good for oily skin, and then we have the Prime to Set setting powder, which is good for dry skin. So it just depends what type of skin you have as far as what powder you should use. Okay, so now we're going to use the fan brush to sweep it away. Awesome. I see the color match comments. And again, if you need to be color matched for the BB Flawless, comment color match BB. If you need a color match, if you're just not sure what colors you are in general, just comment color match and I'll message you. I always use the shade Organza in my concealer. Always, always. Okay, so now for all over, I'm going to use the pressed powder in the shade Taffeta. And now this is going to be the ticket. This is going to be what is going to make your skin look so incredibly soft, so incredibly smooth, hydrated, not cakey, not powdery, and just even. This is going to set the makeup all over. It's going to provide a little bit more coverage, and it's also going to, like I said, just even out your skin. The new pressed powder has, like I said, anti-aging properties in it, also has shea butter and vitamin E, and also has a natural UV protectant, which is incredible for your skin. We all need that. All right, so I'm just gonna apply this with a big giant kabuki brush. I'm using it in the shade Taffeta. And we're gonna apply that all over. All right, so now that we've evened out our complexion, now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my contour and highlight products. So I'm going to go in first with my contour. So I'm going to use actually the same exact product, the pressed powder, but this is going to be in the shade Chenille. So the shade Chenille is very comparable to the old bronzer in the shade Hermosa, except it has no sheen or shine to it. So what's really cool about this pressed powder is that it can be used as a contour because it's made to blend, it's matte, and it's super, super soft on your face. No, with the amount of powder, I get that question a lot. You look like you have so much powder on or you look like you're applying so much powder. Does it look like it? In person, no. And I'll show you also what you can do to make sure that your skin doesn't look powdery, cakey, or chalky, or anything like that. Now, if you do have more dry skin, you'll want to use the hydrating face primer. You'll want to use just the pressed powder to set, not the setting powder. So there's other options that you'll kind of pivot and move around with. And I encourage you to message me to be color matched so I can give you your full recommendation on what products you should be using, not only shades, but what products also. Remember which pressed powder is your favorite. I need to check before I order it. Shade Taffeta for all over, and then shade Chenille for contouring. If you're organza for pressed powder, what color would I use? What do you, for BB Flawless? Bisque. I used the color Poplin in the pressed powder. What color would you, Velour for you, Natalia. I just got mine. Yay, awesome. What brush is that for the pressed powder? It's not by Unique, but message me. I'll give you the link to it. Color match, awesome. You can use Voile, yes, but that color is no longer in stock. But the color Chenille is. So we're just going to apply this in the hollows of your cheeks, and this is just going to begin to give you a really nice warmth of your complexion and just give you an overall like softer appearance so you don't look washed out, you look more put together. Very, very beautiful on your skin. All right, so around the nose, around the bottom of the lip, just like this. And now make sure that you're checking your requested folder, those who have commented color match, and make sure you find my message, which I showed you yesterday in that tutorial, how to find that. Do you recommend filler for deep wrinkles? You mean like Botox? I mean, that's all personal preference. All right, so now for blush, we're going to use the shade Sisterly, and I'm going to use it on the setting powder brush. This is my favorite brush for blush because it's just super, super flexible and soft and fluffy. You can also use this brush for powder as well, which is available under tools on my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com. So a little tip for you guys for where to put your blush. So I was actually watching this makeup tutorial because I'm always trying to learn more for you guys and enhance my own skills. So I saw this little tutorial, and she was showing how to give yourself like a little facelift. So the key is to smile, put your finger, and then drop your smile. See how your finger moves? Okay, that's where you put your blush here, and then you will apply there, just in that area. So I found that tutorial and I was like, oh, that's super helpful, especially for those who aren't used to doing blush, to give yourself kind of like a little bit of a facelift for if you don't have really prominent cheekbones. So tips and tricks. All right, so now for highlight, we're going to do the same thing. Touch the Mode Luminizer in the shade Pearly, and we're going to pop this on the bridge and tip of your nose and then highest parts of your cheekbones. And then Cupid's bow. And this is the shade Pearly. This is one of my favorite colors because it's just so, so gorgeous. Lorraine, you will use the shade Lace in the powder for all over. All right, so now our face is done. So there's your BB Flawless Complexion Enhancer. It's very soft. You can still see my freckles. You can still see my skin, but can't see any redness or any discoloration. So now for brows, we're gonna do the brow pencil in the shade Medium. So we're to check your message. So you'll go to your Facebook and you're gonna look for a little circle with a squiggle, like a lightning bolt through it. And I think it's at the top, if you're on your phone, it's at the top left-hand corner, I believe, but you're just gonna look for like the messenger area. And then you're going to look you're gonna click on your profile picture on the messenger, and then you're gonna click at the requested messages, and that's where my message will be, most likely. Sometimes it'll be in your inbox, and then other times it'll be there. And if you still aren't sure, you can always message me to bypass that, because then you will be in my inbox, and then I know where to look. So how to do that is you'll click on my name. A little window is gonna pop down right now, and you'll see my name, Rhea Hope. Click on my name, Rhea Hope, and it will take you to my Facebook page, and that way you can message me there. A little messenger thing will pop up, actually, I believe, and you can send me a message that way. Most of the time it'll like start off with like get started or something like that, but I answer every single message that I receive, so make sure to message me there. What color did you use for your blush? The shade Sisterly, which is my favorite color because it's just super, super natural looking. Gives you that flesh color without looking overdone, and it has a really pretty sheen to it, so it gives you almost this natural glowy highlight. What can you use to cover tattoos? The Skin Solution Concealer is really great, and then you'll probably want to set it with the setting powder and the pressed powder. Thank you. Sorry, I'm reading your question, Glenda. If it's not makeup, I'm not sure. I would maybe try to cut things out one by one. All right, so now we are doing our brows. We're just kind of filling them in with the brow pencil in Medium. And I always take the spoolie side and just kind of comb through to lighten it up a little bit. All right, and then now I'm going to do my eyes. So you guys had voted to see does my necklace come in silver? I think it does actually, yes. What product are you using for your brows? Brows are tough for me. Linda, you are definitely gonna want the brow pencil. I used it in the shade Medium, but it's my favorite. The product is really resistant, so you don't have to worry about your brows melting. It has a retractable tip, so you never have to worry about sharpening it. It's only $19, lasts me quite a while, and it's just so dang user-friendly. It's on my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com. I have dry skin and just got the prime and set powder. Should I also be using the pressed powder? I would try with the set and prime, but you probably will need the other pressed powder to even out your complexion, because the setting powders are translucent, meaning that there's no color to them. So using them by themselves can sometimes make you look washed out or really white. So using your pressed powder will kind of give that color back to your skin. Okay, so now I'm going to use my eyeliner in the shade Perfect, and we just did our water lines with that. And I always do this before I do my eyeshadow, so that way I don't have to blend it out later. All right, so eyes look, here's we go. So we are going to start with the Addiction Palette 8 for this eye look, because it is going to be beautiful. Brow pencil application, just rewind this one and then you can kind of watch. But I have slower ones on my page, yes, under videos, if you go to Rhea Hope on Facebook. All right, so we're going to take the fluffy crease brush and we're going to go in with the shade Revived from Addiction Palette 8. This palette is so dang pretty. It's available on my website underneath eyeshadows. I love it because it has so many fun colors and all good kind of neutrally colors that you can really utilize all year long. So we're going to go in first with this like burnt orange color on the fluffy crease brush. Some keys on using eyeshadow: always swirl in the cap, tap off, and then use a very light hand to dust on. So we are going to kind of work backwards with this eye look. We're going to give it kind of a sunset look first and foremost. So we're going to go in with that orange and just keep that color really high up. And just dust all over. And again, this is the Addiction Palette 8. And again, if you need to be color matched for any makeup, just message me or comment color match in the comments. I hope so, Marcia. You are so welcome. And make sure that you're shopping at RheaHopeBeauty.com. And then during checkout, it will ask you who to attach your order to. Make sure you type in my name, Rhea Coleman, Coleman, like the camping gear. That way I get the credit. And that way, if there's any issue with your products or say you don't like something, I can help you with that. If you don't type in my name or say you just like pick someone random, that person gets the credit and then I no longer can help you. So make sure to type in my name, Rhea Coleman, during checkout, and or just make sure that you see my name or picture somewhere. But it should just automatically give you that option when you're checking out. Should I change from satin to something else? What color eyeliner? Kimberly messaged me because I'm not sure. I did the black pencil. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the shade Profound now, which is a really kind of like a burnt, like a brick red. And we're going to kind of top that color. But now I'm going to kind of stick a little bit lower to my eye. And this is just going to start to create that depth. And we're going to just use that saying that I always say, rainbow, rainbow, zigzag. And then we are also going to use this color to create that depth on the outside corner. So now I'm going to kind of follow my eyelash line and then tap in this outside corner like this. With the color Profound from Addiction Palette 8. With the Fluffy Crease Brush, which is hands down my favorite brush for applying eyeshadow. It's a perfect amount of tapered. It's a perfect amount of floof. If you have any issue with applying your eyeshadow, cannot recommend this brush enough, you guys. So good. Makes doing your eyeshadow so easy. All right, so now that we have kind of the base of our eye going, now we're going to go in with the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Ornate, and this is going to be kind of the star of the show. What's really cool about the liquid eyeliners is that they are smudge proof, they are crease proof, they are sweat proof, they are incredible, especially if you have creases on your eyes, wrinkles on your eyes, oily eyelids. These aren't going nowhere. So you apply it all over, and then I take the cream brush and we'll just kind of tap at this to blend it out. Just like that. And then once we've kind of tapped all over to make it softer, now I'm going to take the fluffy crease brush and just glide over that line to blend that all out. So it just transitions really nicely and softly. And the more you blend, the better it looks. Is the skin solution back ordered? No, shouldn't be. All right, so same thing on the other side. The liquid eyeshadow in the shade Ornate. Follow the lash line, and then I start going upward to the crease. And then I'm going to take my crease brush, or I'm sorry, my cream shadow brush, and tap this to blend that out. Soften it up. And then once we've done that, then I'm going to take my fluffy crease brush and blend, blend, blend. And then you're going to have the most gorgeous little bronzy eye. So pretty, you guys. Oof, so good. All right, I'm going to blend it all out using my liner brush and the Profound color. And just drag this underneath the lower lash line. To give it kind of that smoked out look. And then I always kind of like press it upward on the outer angle. Like that. Okay. And then blend. And then we're going to take the blending brush that has nothing on it and blend out that outside corner to soften it up. Okay. And then a trick is you can sweep away, take your blending bud, and just bounce, bounce, bounce. And this will clean up any eyeshadow that may have fallen and like sharpen it up a little bit. Just like that. Cool. Isn't that pretty? All right, and now let's do our lips and then we'll set, actually I lied. Let's set our makeup and then do our lashes and our lips. All right, so the reason that I set my makeup before I'm actually done with it is to prevent my lashes from being like more wet after I'm done, which will help to prevent transferring. And then, Organza Concealer. What did you do for your foundation? I did the BB Flawless Complexion Enhancer in the shade Bisque, and then the Skin Solution Concealer in the shade Organza. Thank you. I will go ahead and link my outfit over on Instagram, so make sure you're following me on Instagram, and then you click on my profile picture for the stories to begin to play. So make sure to head to Instagram after this, which is Rhea Hope, and then click on the profile picture and my stories will start to play there. My hair birds. Do you ever use the dip and draw? Yes, I do use that quite often and I love it. And yes, you can still use all of these tips and tricks and products for hooded eyes. I love the liquid shadows. Me too. Awesome. I will message you for your color match. Yes, the liquid eyeshadows are just so dang easy to use. I love it. Okay, so now for lashes. We're going to do the lash primer first, which I always love starting with because it's going to give you all the hydration to your lashes, that little subtle curl, and then also a ton of length. Like I had said about the hydration part of it, that is going to really help your lashes to grow. Kind of slows down the shed cycle, which will make your lashes look longer, look fuller longer. There's no sunscreen in the BB Flawless. It's a natural SPF. You can read more on that on the website underneath the fact sheet if you go to my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com. So no, it will not break you out. Okay, so now for Twisted Mascara, we're going to go in first with this. I love the Twisted Mascara one because it has this really intentional little bristle wand, which gives you the best separation for your lashes. So no more chunky or spider leg looking lashes. And two, it has argan oil, keratin, and biotin infused in it, so it actually is helping your lashes grow while you're wearing it. Another cool feature of the Twisted Mascara is it actually has a little doohickey in there that helps to prevent overuse, meaning that you're not going to get like a chunk on here that you'll have to figure out how to blend out, which I love that. I've never noticed that I hated that so much until I realized that they took that away. I'm like, oh wow, now I don't have to like wipe it off on anything and get it everywhere. So it's completely buildable as well, so you can do as many coats of this as you want to achieve whatever eye look you're going for. Because we're doing kind of a darker eye, I want to really go hog wild with my mascara. Another thing that's really cool is this top portion, hold the silver and then twist, and it has this teeny tiny little wand also, which is perfect for those inner and hard to reach eyelashes. Another trick to do and to utilize is if you have just smaller eyelashes. I do this trick on my mom when I do her mascara. I do the little wand first to get the lashes to kind of like be more accessible, and then do the bigger wand. So you can try that as well. There's no wrong way to use it. Okay, so Twisted Mascara on, and then I'm gonna give it a nice little topper with the 4D mascara, which has the fibers infused in it, just for a little bit of zhuzh. A little bit of drama. And there we are. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. All right, so now for our lips. You guys wanted to see like a soft nude lip, so I'm going to show you guys how to achieve that using the products. So the first thing that you're going to want is a nude lip liner. I like this one by Marc Jacobs called Sugar, I think it's called. Cream and Sugar. So we're going to do that first. All right, let me kind of clean up my station here. Okay, so lip liner first, and we're going to go in with this. Yes, I know. Before the Twisted Mascara, I never put mascara on the bottom lash line because it always transferred. The Twisted Mascara doesn't transfer, so I can finally use it on the bottom lash line. All right, so lip lining our lips. La 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 la. And then tops. Okay, and then I'm going to fill them in. So the liquid eyeshadows are not shimmer, they're metallic. So they're perfect for if you have hooded eyes or smaller eyes. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the lipstick in the shade Easy Street. This is one of my favorite colors because it's just super soft and nude. And then I'm going to do something weird. All right, so Easy Street is on, and then now I'm going to go in with the liquid eyeshadow on my lips in the shade Reverent. I'm going to start off in the center, use my finger. And slowly build that up. Kind of gives you that really kind of soft nude lip, and then I'm going to take, what else do I want to take? I want to take something nuder. Maybe I'll take this one. It's by MAC. It's a lip gloss. I don't know what color it is. It doesn't say. I'm just going to take gloss. Because I just want it a little bit lighter in the center. Any like nude lip gloss will do for this part. There we go. Glossy. So we used Reverent to kind of lighten that up, and then we did gloss on top just to give it kind of that sheen that looks really, really pretty. All right, guys, that's the whole makeup look that you guys requested. So we did the BB Flawless all over in the shade Bisque. We did the kind of smoky bronzy eye with the shade Ornate. We did a soft nude lip with Easy Street and Reverent liquid eyeshadow on top. Yay, awesome. It'll look so good on you. What color liquid shadow did you say you used for your lips? Reverent, which is actually one of my favorite colors for my eyes. So it kind of works out. You could use it both ways. So if you guys have any questions, you need to be color matched, just message me here on Facebook, and I'd be so thrilled to help you. What would be a good neutral color in liquid eyeshadow? The shade Businesslike. Do your lipsticks last? Yes. I rarely have to touch up. Unless I eat like a cheeseburger or something super greasy, I rarely have to reapply. So make sure you shop right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. Make sure that you select Rhea Coleman as your sponsor for your order, so that way it goes under me. And then if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm so happy to help. Remember, I'm going to be hopping back on in about 5 minutes to do my hair, and then tomorrow around 11:45 Pacific Standard Time, I'll be live to do my mom's makeup look on Facebook Live. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye.